Hey folks, how you doing? Bayou Golf out here working on my game. And what I'm working on today is this, the hands. The hands. You ever put much thought into the hands? I do, all the time. I think it's probably the most important part of the golf swing, the hands. Where does the power come from? Well, it comes from the big muscles moving the little muscles. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a little bit of that. It takes the big muscles to move the little muscles, that's true. Remember back in high school, guys, that little 100-pound little girl gave you one of those? I do, I still feel it. Little 100-pound girl got all that power right here in that hand. And you got all that power right here in that club. So I think it's really important to understand the hands and understand the mechanics. The mechanics of the golf swing is something we really have to understand. Not to get too deep into it right now, let's just talk about getting it on plane. The shaft, that is. The hand. We talk about owner deviation. We talk about radial deviation, extension, reflection, all that kind of stuff. Well, let's just understand it in the simple term. Owner deviation is nothing but the hands going down. If you're playing with owner deviation or the DeChambeau, this is what we're talking about. Now, how do we get the club on the plane? Why does it have to be on plane? Because if you come up here with it, unless you're a very talented person, you're going to come straight down, top the ball, chili dip, whatever you want to call it. Channel lock is a sweeping, golf swing. It is. So let's get it on plane to sweep. Get it on plane with the radial, in other words, hands coming back, flatting out. Let's get the hands flat, get it on plane, and then bring it back with the hands back into the owner deviation and follow through. That's what I'm working on today. But folks, let's try to understand the mechanics. I'm a visual golfer. I mean, for me, it's a chore because I have to see everything moving. I have to see my hands working. I have to see that club going on plane. If you're one of those visual golfers, you understand what I'm going through, and it's tough. I'm trying to be a feel golfer, one who can feel the shot. I think those are your best golfers, me personally. But you got to learn the mechanics first. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working on today. Approach the ball, club down, move it back in one piece, one hand. You see the hands? You see what they're doing? Bring it back down with extension and then back into owner deviation. Okay? I don't know if I can hit the ball much better than that. That was a nice 8-iron right there. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Learn the mechanics, understand the mechanics. If you're a visual golfer, let's work on trying to be a field golfer. I'm not trying to talk you out of that. Now, if it's working good for you, but for me, a visual golfer, man, I got a lot of stuff going on in that short period of time. So, think about it. Think about learning mechanics and thinking about those hands. And think about that little 100-pound girl saying no. This is Bayou Golf saying, I'm not going to say no to learning the mechanics, and I hope you don't either. Until another day, I'll see you when I see you.